Alright, so we're here, Allied Final, early December 2017. This is the 3.2 game of Allied Final. Here, casting for the first time with Goliath.
Hey, how's it going, Rev?
Very good. You want to say who everybody is and what country they're playing?
Yeah, we got pretty well-matched teams. We got Defeat Germany, Chris Italy, Penny, who's a newcomer playing Spain. He's former Die player, but he's been playing AF for, I don't know, a month and a half or playing pretty well. That rounds out the Axis team. For Allies, you got UK Napoleon, Molo France, Kron Norway, and Gunner Russia. So really, Allies players, Nap UK, Gunner Russia, both in their best spots. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
That's interesting you say Gunner as Russia as his best spot. I don't know if he would agree with you or not. I actually think he's got a very strong Russia. But I don't know if he ranks.
No, that's. Oh, yeah, no. Well, I don't know.
I think I talked with him recently about it, and he doesn't think he got that great of a Russia. I disagree with him.
Oh gosh, I think his Russia's top 3, top 4 probably.
But something was really interesting right off the bat. Defeat got 6 of his tanks as Germany lured into France, so he doesn't quite have the tank force, even though he's countering this attack pretty well. So immediately he's down a little bit on tanks. Drops coming in. It looks like they're going to try to target the VCs. Molo coming in, try to drop right underneath, but not quite getting just enough ground fire. This is a good back by Defeat of being able to counter that. Anything else you're seeing around the map?
Well, that was a tough. France and UK not on the same page entirely there. Molo went in an aggressive play, and Nap probably wisely. Well, he followed him at the end, but not at the beginning. It was bad timing for UK France there. Of course, East attack.
Yep. It's like a real big attack. Probably about a 180 or 190 when it started. Already got some bunkers down. Looking out the forest. Still plenty of ground, but not being able to clear out this final bunker to SCVs.
UK has a drop coming in on Spain right now. Top left, corner of Spain. We'll see how successful it is.
Yeah, great call out. I was busy watching the action. Russian VCs were just taken out of the tail end of that attack. Now we can go ahead and focus on Nap's drop. He's going to go for the important buildings here, the command center and the starport. You want to at least get the starport add-on, and if you can't get that, you want to get the starport. But getting both parts is incredibly valuable, and he did not kill the factory, which was lifted out to the southern portion of the country, but went...
Well, smart play by Napo going for the command center first instead of the starport. You know, to really maximize what he had there.
But he's got the control airport control tower here down to 95 health, and he could have finished that one off, I think, with a little bit of different targeting at the end. But
Defeat's clearing out Denmark right now, but doesn't look like he's going to go all the way into to clear out Oslo.
Would have realized it was pretty free, but it's still a little bit early to be going towards that.
Yeah, risky move at this point in the game, but so far it's been pretty interesting. A lot of action, different fronts, and Axis looks to be in a pretty decent position here.
And without being able to get an SCV to it, the control tower in Spain is down to 20 hit points. It's going right down. Where is Spain's SCV? Does he have one?
Oh, he does.
Yeah,
he has an SCV,
He's
but it appears to be his last one.
Yeah, so he could have taken his drop and grabbed the SCV to go up and heal that, but he chose to build the command center instead. And now both parts of the air building in Spain have been taken out. So it'll be a long road back from an active heading. But these are the type of lessons you got to learn, because it happens. So you got to be able to come back. It's not to be too much of a detriment to your team.
Yeah, it's. I'm curious to know, and we can look back when we watch it. But whether he had his bunkers loaded up top or whether they were all unloaded. I think he had a couple of them loaded, but.
I think he at least had one unloaded, minimum. He might have had both unloaded. I want to go out and say that he had both of them.
We'll see. Yeah.
France starting to press in Africa. Molo's got a decent man count. He's going to be trying to make headway before Zero, which is the med. So generally you want to be trying to break into Algeria by the time the med is done. You can make a decision whether to continue pushing into Algiers and clearing out the African cities, as well as all that supply from Spain, or whether to retreat at the risk of the Italian PCs, which spawn directly west of Crete. And they're normally able to clear up your ground forces. So you don't want to get stuck in Africa without getting significant ground advances.
Yeah, I've always felt if you can take Algeria by under 10 minutes in the game, you're in pretty good shape as allies. But it looks like they're kind of hitting a wall. They made some good early progress, but it seems like Axis has kind of stabilized that front a little bit.
But it's an investment for Spain. He's going to go ahead and make 3 bunkers while trying to take Mediterranean. So he better be getting help from his team, and what looks like it is, Chris is going to be sending his air as well as all 3 of his buildings. So big help from Italy here, and that's just great teamwork. Spain being able to focus more on holding Africa, which at the time it is pressing, and in a minute the med trigger's happening, and without Italy's help, might not be able to get it all. So great teamwork there, and so even though Spain got off to a disadvantage because of a sneaky drop play by Napoleon, they're still going to be able to get into this mid-game roughly about even, and they're going to decide where they're going to want to attack. I don't know if Maniacal Penny knows, but he's got a fair-sized army over in, I guess, the eastern region of France, western region of Germany here.
Yeah, I don't know if he's anticipating a Norway drop there, or if he just has forgotten about him, but we'll see.
I think he's forgotten about him. But
I think you're probably right.
Now he's moving.
Oh, well, now he's moving.
Going east. Okay, so
and I'll tell you what, Kronos has made a huge investment. Oslo, kind of a new kind of innovative strat he might be trying out. So we'll see. Defeats the player who likes to go Oslo a lot is Germany, so it might pay off, but it's a big investment.
And certain players like to go Oslo more than the others, and some Germany's that's at near 100%, and I believe Defeat is one of them. Me personally, I don't make the turret investment, but I do make sure to have my bunkers loaded.
Of course, right.
And even that is more of an investment than attacks, which is
You've got a big attack coming in on East right now.
Quickly check the upgrades. 3 upgrades for the tanks and full 3-3 for the Marines. So great upgrade at this time for Gunner. This is exactly where you want to be for your third attack. Russian out. They're not going to be able to go through this, and this is because of the overwhelming BC advantage that would be brought here by the Axis. They're going to have to decide where they're going to want to attack after this. This is the crucial moment in the game for the Axis. I speak about it frequently in my videos and streams. It is that just after crushing this attack, you have this huge advantage in manpower, and this is where you effectively win the game as Axis. You have to decide where to attack, and it's whether you're going to do a single attack with all 3 countries or a 2-pronged attack with possibly Spain going somewhere else, or Spain and Italy going one place and Germany going another. But this is where the game is won or lost. Goliath, you play a lot of Germany, especially in the last 6 months or so. So how do you feel about this moment in the game, this mid game, right after the 3rd attack, and Axis is looking good, but no, they have to make grounds against the Allies who win.
Well, I'm in no position to give advice on playing. It's like my golf game, man. I don't give advice because I'm not there yet to feel confident in doing it. But no, I agree with you. You're exactly right, man. It's you have limited windows as Axis to win the game. Big air battle going on right now.
Yep, and very tight control by Axis, just having their overwhelming air power together as one, being able to more even the great air control as Napoleon. And Napoleon's a little bit unlucky here, or he shouldn't have engaged in that air battle, because now he loses both of his airports because of drawing the air up towards the eastern part of UK. So a little bit unfortunate there. Now he's going to have to take a turn to invest in building another airport.
You know, I always feel it's never a good idea as UK to, well, I shouldn't say never. It's generally not a good idea as UK to engage BCs without a Norway drop behind you. When Spain and Germany come into UK like that, always better to pull and wait for Norway. Sync up your defense and go from there. So I don't know, risky play for sure.
It's just like how we speak frequently about the Axis. You have to work together. It's same like that for the Allies as well.
And for allies, it comes a little easier because generally allies you get to time the big east attacks. So coordination comes a little easier as allies, I feel. But no, that's exactly right. It's all about the entire game is centered around solid team play. It's just what it comes down to.
So let's look at what the decision they made. So we have Germany and Italy, who had a successful drop and air battle, and was able to clear both Ireland and UK, which is now going to get re-cleared by Norway. And then Spain has now put a little bit of focus on, looks like, redropping Africa here as France is going to push. So there's the two-pronged strategy. Spain focusing on Africa, and then Germany and Italy going the UK assets over there in the homeland. Also, Spain has gone east, so...
Hey Rav, did I lose ya?
Just a little bit.
I can't hear a word you're saying. Let me...
Okay. Well, as Goliath has a little bit of technical issues, but here we have an east attack. As Norway had dropped UK, they are not in a position to counter this, so a little quick attack knowing it's safe. And very, very safe also as well by defeat calling the back when you know you have the advantage here, but not wanting to bite off a little bit more than they can chew. I'm just going to go ahead and clear out the way down in central Russia as well as the southern part. Sometimes some Germanies like to focus up in this Leningrad part because you have this the closest industry and the closest capital, which you can sometimes get a little bit of easy money, or you can take away the 2-tank, 2-Messer trigger that Russia gets. Well, 2 veteran infantry as well. But they went ahead and...
Hey, yeah, fuck, I don't know. Sid, can you get out of here, Sid? I think when you came in, it went south. Rav, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Well, fortunate little technical delays, but it's all part of the process. Is gone through lots myself, as well as people I've played with. So Penny be very, very safe as well. I guess that's the key word of this game. Is neither team is taking too many chances. Keeping a very large army in the eastern part of the bunker wall. Meanwhile, Defeat's being able to clear out Allied held places with his Messers, and Italy looking to redrop this, and it's just going to go back and forth. That mine gonna kill him? No, it's not going to get him. Meanwhile, Penny is also this is a little bit interesting with Spain not going UK. He instead is going east and Africa. So, and doing well with both. So, and East being able to make sure that the Axis have enough ground to repel any sort of eastern attack, and then in Africa making sure that Malo has been able to get a hold of the Greater Africa body. That's really good against a very skilled player like Molotov. And yeah, just being very successful. So good job, even though getting dropped early. Being able to make a positive presence in this game.
Alright, I think I'm good now, but yeah, sorry, I don't know what happened with my fucking sound for a second.
I'm not sure, but can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Alright, we can hear you. So I was just commenting how Penny, even though he got dropped early in the game, was able to make a fair difference. Being able to stack East as well as hold Africa against Molotov.
He sure has. He's made the most out of a pretty bad early game situation. So
he's got
more credit.
128 man count right now. So hey, real good on him. Yeah, Egypt.
And it looks like Egypt
going down, and the BCs were able to clear out France's main army with the remnants being pulled back towards Middle East, but I think the Axis can still go with this. What do you think, Goliath? You think they're going to keep going? Or you think they're going to pull right here?
Well, it looks like BCs are heading back, but drops are going in. Will be interesting to see. Well, Spain still hasn't unloaded. We'll see what he's thinking here. I think Germany. I think Germany needs to send this mess. He needs to send this mess in to help, or otherwise it's.
Oh, here a little bit of a mixed bag. He's not sure exactly which way to go.
Yeah, Germany going back and forth.
In Wells, so Wells are going to be taken out quite easily. Didn't even need to be using that one. I agree with you. You don't need it. I would have thought you would have needed some during there.
Yeah, what I didn't notice was that Napo had already used his Wells men. Not sure where he had used those early in the game, but maybe in this drop that he's unloading up in south of Denmark right now.
Something I've seen the last couple of games where UK is using their Wellsmen early, taking big games in Africa, and then Wells getting dropped and successfully taken. And so the first time I saw it today, the Axis did end up winning that game.
Quite a flank coming in on Russia right now. Wow, that's going to be it's tough. He's going to lose a few tanks here.
Meanwhile, Germany just flew all his air directly over Turkey, trying to get back to the east as quickly as possible. But
it'll happen.
It wasn't even needed because of Spain's huge army on east. They win the ground battle with Spain and Italy. It's really the Axis can do anything they want here, and they're choosing to go towards D-Day, which Chris is calling out.
Yeah, it's a smart idea. Those 6 BCs are huge for UK's fleet. So
Spain's drops getting targeted. France has got a Messer force on the drops. We know to take out 2 or 3. See how this.
Yeah, it'll be. Oh boy, defeat is getting hit right now. It's Germany. He's a little, he was, and that's always the danger. That's what he's considering down there in Mediterranean when he do I send to Wells, do I not? If you send your Germany BCs to any corner of the map, whichever one it is, it's a long way to get back to where you need to be.
Deciding to make sure to stop this Allied drop. BCs are there. It looks like the BC count is slightly in the Axis' favor, but not by much. But with them being able to take out the Wells, they can play the long game here. They do not mind an extended, drawn-out version. If they can keep control of most of Africa, with the Allies not having the Wells, they can fight for UK, fight for Africa, and be able to out-air them eventually.
No, it's definitely looking good for Axis right now, but we've seen is you never know what can happen as allies. You got a big battle going in Belgium right now, and Norway coming in with a drop. Oh boy, this might be good for allies here.
Absolutely.
This might be very good.
Like you said, it's like you want to engage once you have that drop, and that drop makes all the difference. Getting a big line of gunfire underneath. Axis is trying to counter with their own ground, but
see, Napoleon needs to get out while the getting's good, I think, here, because this could turn south on him quickly.
Maybe clear a few tanks and then head back. Yeah, perfect time. Great job, Nap. Was the right call. Maybe getting a few hits on the BCs. He was there.
He's got a good angle. Not a lot of Axis ground underneath, but whoo.
One red BC, 1 or 2 yellow.
Tough though. Tough to take that trade as RAF at this point in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the Axis, they have the advantage here, but like you said, there's a lot of ways that Axis throw these types of, seemingly like there's no way that they can lose this, right? Doesn't it seem like that? But we've seen too many games where this is
yeah, I've been
taken out right there. So unfortunately, Nap loses more air yet again.
Yep, that's tough. It's Africa's back in Allies' hands, but at this point it might not be enough. We'll see.
Yeah, and you know the classic move for when you don't have the air advantage as allies is you want to open up the map. You want to go around to the different corners of the map and start doing drops, getting taxes, and trying to make the BCs go in multiple directions because they can't go everywhere at once.
Exactly, and that gets back to, you know, the corner of the map, especially the Africa kind of Spain corner. If you can get Germany BCs going down there, it's yeah, it looks like that might be the Allies' only hope at this point in the game. We'll see. Might be wise, and you know, we'll see if they do it or not. But it might be wise if Nor and France could come together with a drop on Spain right now. You could do a lot of damage.
Drop on Algiers right now. That's where the focus
yep.
And is going to be successful. So going to be able to take that back even before the industry was taken. So I like the decision. They kind of think no, the Allies win condition, and that means, you know, you have to control that Africa, and Penny's continued presence there. Great decision.
Nope. Penny's like you were saying earlier. Penny's he's tough early game, but he's really come back to make a big difference.
Yep, absolutely. And I was actually interested to see where he was going to go with his next move, and I was pleasantly surprised. So that's awesome on his part. We're going to see what the Allies decide to do. I'm thinking if it's going to rely on this Norway drop, so I'm going to be interested in following that, because that's going to be where the action's going to happen. If the Allies can find a decent choke, and maybe they can hold this African advance. Right there, with the tank advantage. Air meeting the Russian attack. Continue to press on this. No wrath.
BCs are just chewing this attack up. This might be it for Allies right here.
One in the air. Yeah, no wrath. This is not successful. And this was their all or nothing attack, unfortunately.
Good drop by Norway coming in right in the middle here, but big flank coming in from the south by Italy here. Yep, hard to stop.
They are not even
Penny investing more men into Africa. Yeah, I think Kron's right. This looks like good. Well, Gunnar doesn't want to call it yet, but
now with Italy going USA, and that means eventually Canada will be taken as well. I understand the need, the want to call this. I mean, if this was a tournament game, I could see where you'd want to stay in this, and that's where we saw so many allied games go in the tournament structure's favor, being able to be won. Now this is the 3.2 patch, so the Dragoons have been nerfed. So now at 325, previously 250. Also with the split between shield and armor instead of mostly armor.
I'll tell you what, Penny's doing some interesting stuff in Egypt right now. I don't know if you got your eye on that, but he's kind of avoiding Central Africa and just going right into it.
Right on the tanks too, great value. Now he sends this into Middle East, or pincers this army down here. They're great decisions either.
Yep. You got I'll tell you what. Meanwhile, you got defeat Germany pressing up.
That's where I was
in the
looking
north.
before you mentioned Egypt. So I love the Axis just putting pressure every which way of the map as they have the advantage, and it's just what you have to do. You take a stranglehold and you don't let go. You don't let the Allies catch up.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. You could draw a corner diagonally from the bottom right to the top left, and the Axis has all of it. And when you get into that position, that's a tough position to get into as allies.
That's a great point, and I'm going to use the cursor here to show what you're talking about. Axis control all of these regions: Canada, USA, UK, main Central Africa, and then right up until Egypt. So that's what you generally want to shoot for. It's the safest part, and because you don't want to go necessarily Norway without controlling UK. I mean, you can do it occasionally, but you generally want to go UK, USA, Africa, Canada, Norway. There we go. GG's going out.
Well, despite the technical difficulties, it was actually a pretty decent game to cast.
It was.
So
It was, and the new guy coming out and performing well against all these seasoned Grizzly veterans.
no, that's right. You know, Nap cheesed him a bit, but he made the most of it.
Look at that, 390 kills by Penny. 390
Wow.
there. Moldo getting 271 as France, and then Norway getting 204, so almost doubling Norway's total. So really pulling his weight. And anyways, you know, new players generally have a harder time, and we like to point that out in the cast. But when they do well, you know, you like to highlight them. Like, hey, here's a new guy with a tough circumstance right off the bat. And I remember the last time I got dropped to Spain in that sort of same manner, and it was I didn't bounce back as quickly as he did. So
Right.
definitely didn't make the same type of contributions.
Shall we cast another one? You want to cast another one, or you want to
cast another one? We're gonna keep this recording going.
Sure, why not? Why not?
Okay.
I'm in obs already, but we need to get you down to the cast spot here.
There we go. The casting gentleman.
That's right. That's right.
Now we're getting called to go World War I. So we can still keep it going. Maybe we can get on the same team of World War I.
Well, let's see here. They might fill the.
Can you play? Either of you play World War I? Are you good? Or
We can go play. I suppose. I don't. We were gonna cast another game because it's looking like pretty good teams, but
we're +1 in World War I. If
why don't here? How about I go Russia and you go World War I, Rav? How about that?
Yeah, that's fine. And I'll do a cast for that.
or no, like, yeah, while you're playing.
Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'd rather. I kind of want a World War I, honestly.
Okay.
Oops.
Well, you guys go enjoy that, and I will
Yep.
stay on this World War II, I guess.
Yep. See
Okay.
you around. 2-game hype.
Yep.